Alright guys, we are on the correct map right now. And it will be on Salt. It is round of 8, bracket number 7, and it will be between the red player on the left side, MrRobotov, in a bomber that I've never seen. I'm guessing that's the Iron Bomber or something like that, because I've not really been around for the last couple months. So yeah, that is MrRobotov versus his opponent, the Carbon player on the right side in a pumpkin Nikolai saucer once again on Salt. It will be ProProProPro. Looks like MrRobotov and ProPro are opening pretty standard. ProPro with no AA. Oh no, sorry, with one Seeker. And ProPro is chasing Robotov, and Robotov easily killing those creeps, but might not be able to survive this. Will do a transform battle here with ProPro, but getting finished off, definitely not worth the creep kills. However, his creeps will be able to get in, and ProPro grabbing his immediately, blinking over, and you know, not much of a delay right there. Robotov getting killed is a huge cost at the beginning of the game. You know, everything, like the beginning of the game, it's so, like just most RTSs, like every little bit is a huge difference. Robotov able to get a bunker of creeps on that bottom outpost, but Pro immediately going for mid, going straight through the middle. Interesting. I don't know what his plan is as of now, but let's see. He is going to push to, okay. What is happening? Is he gonna ferry? Is he gonna go straight through the middle? And he will be distracting right now. Robotov going pretty standard at the top for the middle outpost, but right now I'm not really sure what ProProProPro is actually going for. He's dropping a couple extra ratchets. Has he lost any units yet? No, I don't think he has. He's going for the salvage, I believe, is what he's doing. Extra ratchets going down, so he's trying to get as much credit as he can right now. Robotov, as a bomber, might be able to wreak kind of a lot of havoc here. Let's see, 2 Seekers, so that's kind of hard to harass as a bomber, especially early game. Even if he is a Beppo / Frank, he will have a little bit of trouble dealing with 2 Seekers, especially with a mech presence in the area to support. So right now, MrRobotov definitely ahead the mid-fight. Obviously, has already been able to take it, but ProPro pushing up very quick. Ferrying his ratchet over, and what does he have in queue? He has 2 tanks. Robotov bringing over a T99, very strong unit to bring in the front. Only 1 ratchet though. Where are the rest of his units? As the rest of his units are down here defending the bottom push, or potential bottom push. ProPro now taking the outpost under his control, will go down to neutral pretty quick, but ProPro actually does have the advantage. Oh, the box is out now. Will ProPro grab the box? Will blink back all the way to his outpost to be able to claim that box. Robotov early with the first Archie down, but as we saw from the Maor game, ProPro does not need the time advantage, or at least didn't at that time, to you know, to do a decent job against an artillery fight at the top mid at Salt. So right now, MrRobotov scouting this 28 to 30. The unit count is pretty even. However, Robotov does have that T99 in front, which is actually pretty major. ProPro does not have T99s or anything like that in his loadout. However, he does have Goliaths. Let's see, Goliaths in Robotov's account as well. Robotov doing the Manta Strike. ProPro might want to, let's see. Honestly, I think, especially when it comes to that what's it called? Death Ray is actually really, really great. ProPro actually notices Robotov really low on health. Robotov makes a big mistake and overextends and lets ProPro scout that. He does take cover his units, and he will be able to get away there. ProPro forced out of the area, but right now, the mid-fight, I think, is being won by ProProProPro with a better unit formation. Very nice and spread out. Ratchet's able to heal multiple units at a time, whereas Robotov is everything clumped up all in one, with ProPro firing everything right in the middle. So ProPro with great unit formation, and another Ratchet coming down, able to save unit after unit, and Robotov not able to use that Manta Strike completely and to completely finish off that artillery that was in front, and might be able to get that now, but the Seeker pounding away and ProPro hovering over and might get the kill. No, he does take cover of his own unit, so he does need to stay there for a while to be able to actually regen his health, and ProPro again, just pumping unit after unit out, making a massive rebels at the bottom, and okay, Robotov doing the same thing, so that definitely will defend against the same thing. Well, actually, it's completely surrounded, so unless Robotov gets a reposition, ProPro might have the upper hand. Not going with Death Ray yet, I guess going just with Guardians. Yeah, so he's just going to go with Guardians, Blaster Guardians for now. I guess he wants to save that energy for Blink or something like that, even though Blaster Guardians take up energy. I think that's been heavily reduced in the last, you know, several balanced cycles. MrRobotov with a lot of rebels, but has he scouted what ProPro has at the bottom also? He has a decent amount of rebels as well, and probably will be able to defend against it pretty well. Robotov still not having as good of a unit spread as ProProProPro. Oh, the Ratchet, does get finished off by the artillery shot, and 46 to 47, so it's still pretty freaking even right now. ProPro does not have enough to push. He is pushing out already. Does he know? Did he scout? Did he scout? I'm not sure. Did he set it on T or did he set it on Y? They're all really exceptionally confused right now because they are, I believe, being blocked by a rebel that has not, or a couple rebels that have not been commanded. ProPro mixing his roller in. Is he gonna eventually do a bottom push? That would be really strange. I don't think he's scouted it yet. I don't remember him scouting, but okay, Robotov with that bomb ability actually doing a lot of work. It is 48 to 49. ProPro is okay. There's a lot of rebels massed here at the bottom, but for Robotov, yeah, he's still that's still a really solid defense. Lots of rebels and a couple flaggers for AA. 48 to 49 again. Robotov now scouting. Does see that big clump of units at the bottom. Has ProPro scouted MrRobotov's bottom yet? I'm not sure. Robotov just doing a really good job using his units for cover. He has 2 ratchets. Only 2 ratchets. That's a little surprising. ProPro has only 1 artillery firing in. He's losing a lot of units at top, but he's really massing down here at bottom. Actually, there's a lot of tanks over here spread out. I think that's a little excessive. He needs to cluster them a little bit better, I think, so he can, utilize that a little bit more, or just completely reallocate them to the bottom and actually do a dedicated push. But again, I'm not sure if he is scouted. That's a really important factor in this battle, I think. If he is, Robotov does see that big cluster of rebels. ProPro, I don't know if he's realizing that Robotov is bombing right now. I don't think he has. Okay, he does see a lot of smoking rebels, and just going to fire on Robotov. He might be able to get his kill. No, he does not go for the chase. With the double blaster Guardian saucer right now, it's kind of, I don't know, maybe he should have. Although he is facing a Beppo bomber, and MrRobotov grabbing that second box. Only about the cost of a tank, so it's not hugely major. But yeah, right now, Robotov using that Mana Strike very well. ProPro only has points in debuff and blink, and Guardians, obviously. So now ProPro harassing this back outpost, and actually Robotov has not noticed. Oh man, this is going to be way more beneficial for Robotov than it is for ProPro. I'm not really sure what ProPro is actually planning to get out of this. Is he actually trying to cheese right now? Oh, he does get the outpost, but will he be able to produce anything? No, he has to retreat over there. He definitely does see that huge force of... Whoa, that was mass flacker so much that ProPro was not able to even blink past it. 48 to 53 right now. So both players are unit capped. MrRobotov is deciding to push out. Is he pushing through, or is he pushing? Yeah, he is pushing through. No V paths right now, but with that Manta Strike, might actually be able to take this game over, or take this outpost over ProProProPro. Does a mass hold, buried his T-99 up, which is a great move, and now he will. Oh, but all that Seeker Fire just focusing down MrRobotov, and he will probably lose a lot of units over here right now, while ProProProPro has the freedom to just shoot in. And will be able to take this outpost under his control. Yes, he will be able to. Robotov now finally coming back to the battle, but ProPro has a lot better foothold at the top than MrRobotov ever had, and he will be able to just basically run over all these units and throwing down the debuff. Great move by ProProProPro. He will be able to clear the rest of the units from MrRobotov at the top, and Robotov now finally deciding to use his rebels. Oh, I did not even notice him push those, and that actually might just take the top outpost back from ProPro. That is a ton of units, and now ProPro is forced to use his units as well, but there are rollers mixed in, so they will move very slow, especially compared to the Flacker roller combination. Mass Flacker finishing off ProProProPro really fast there at the top, and Robotov now just pushing the rest of his units. Robotov now has control of the top 40 to 41, so it's very even, but now ProPro, I guess he pushed these on Y, or no? Because if they were on T, okay, I think if they're down here on T, they go for the bottom left outpost. Robotov does realize that. Is there any AA over here? There is 2 Seekers. Is there a 3rd Seeker? No, there is only 2 Seekers, but with a mech presence here in ProProProPro and a goalie down on the field actually for Robotov. Oh, but Robotov just going with the push. Is he going to go for a Y, or is he going? Okay, no, he is going for a capture command, and not oh man, that would have been crazy if he was going for a fort push. That would have been insane. That's some exciting type of stuff, let me tell you. But able to neutralize and surround that bottom outpost, but ProPro taking the bottom left as well. What a map split right now. It's quite an interesting division, and ProProProPro gonna take back whatever he can. Does he have debuff? He does. He can use it right now. There you go. Uses it on the front units, and right now Robotov trying to salvage what he can. Okay, he has been able to basically kill everything over here. Just needs to neutralize that bottom post. And so we are kind of resetting. The unit count is, or at least the upkeep count, is still pretty freaking even right now. And ProPro has been able to finish off the, enough flackers though. He's not going to be focused down immediately like he has been in the rest of the game. Right now, Robotov taking back that bottom left outpost. Man. What a game. What a unit split, or like what an outpost split. Very, very back and forth right now. ProPro retaking top mid, whereas now Robotov pulling out the goalies, whereas ProPro does not have any in queue, does not have any out on the field. Oh man, Robotov already has 4 goalies out on the field, 1 in queue. And where are they? Where are they? Are they at his fort? They are at his fort. I don't know if ProPro has scouted that. I don't think he has. They were really far back. But ProPro now up to 3 Blaster Guardians. That's a lot of firepower. Even against a Beppo Bomber, he might be able to... Okay, it's a Beppo Repair Guardian Bomber, so this will be a very, very energy-sucking game right now on both sides. And ProPro trying to neutralize and harass, trying to keep the upkeep, max upkeep down, I guess, but it's 29 to 50, so I don't really think that's much of a concern. Both players can see that. Oh no, they can't. No, can't. At any rate, right now, at any rate, MrRobotov, is in a lot of danger. Oh, ProPro might be able to get his kill, and he does finish off Robotov before he gets back to his fort. So what will ProPro do in this time? He might neutralize the bottom outpost, take a couple of creeps or something like that, and finish it and take it under his control. Does he have any? No, he doesn't have any T-45s, but Rebels build really quick, so he might be able to use that to reinforce for now. He does have a very good foothold on the mid, and Robotov right now flying through does see that bottom outpost is neutral, but as a bomber will be able to take down all these creeps. That's a really crazy looking bomber, and oh, 2 boxes out, but Robotov does not have any outposts nearby. He does not have that bottom left, so forced to take it all the way back to his top left. But ProPro, oh, with the creep kill. Oh, that's what those creeps were before. That was the special ability. That's funny. I completely forgot about that. That's where the sergeants are really handy for ProPro. Now is at his ultimate. Level 9 versus level 10 at this point, so it's not a gigantic difference, but the difference in units actually, in terms of upkeep, is actually pretty large. 38 to 29. So at this stage, Robotov has almost 33% more units than ProPro has on the field, I think. I'm not really great with math on the fly, but a lot of those are in Goliaths, and I don't know what ProPro can do about that with only, let's see, 2 Goliaths on the field, and right now, Robotov has 5. And accompanied by those Rebels, that will be a very, very, scary force to deal with, although ProPro just continually doing these fort drops, chipping away at the health, and as a Blink Saucer, might be able to, might even be able to take the game like that eventually. It will take some time, but at almost 12 minutes into the game right now, how many boxes are on the field? No boxes are on the field. Robotov mass selecting, gonna push to mid. ProPro definitely does not see this, only has goalies right there in the front to really defend. And ProPro trying to harass down there. He does see the push coming now. Will he be able to reallocate enough units to the front? Okay, the 4th goalie is down on the field. And, whoa, that is a ton of units. Impending doom for ProPro. Trying to, put as many Rebels as he can. I don't know why he sent those on... like capture or something to move, but does have auto build sergeants coming out, dropping whatever he can for distraction fire. The Robotov spamming that Manta Strike. Oh, and not actually able to pull it off. That was kind of a user error right there. That was kind of weird. But ProPro losing units left and right here at the front lines, 38 to 31, producing sergeants to try to distract as much fire as he can, but with Robotov as that bomber actually doing a lot of work, forced to pull back to the backside of the outpost. Will Robotov continue to push? Will he continue to apply pressure to this top fight? And now ProPro forced to pull back even further. That last Goliath is really valuable, does not want to lose that, forced to put it in this low ground right here. Robotov going all the way through, doing a mass hold with a, that's actually a great formation right there. We might see the artillery come back out for ProPro, and oh, maybe he will be able to take this bottom outpost. I don't know, that's kind of a stretch. Whenever Robotov sees infantry, he can just wreck them with that Beppo bomber. And is continuing to push. He is continuing to push. I don't know if he scouted, but this bottom outpost is pretty undefended. ProPro right now, 27 to 39. And now the Goliaths are out on the field. Robotov really low on energy, but needs to just, well, I don't know, take that outpost back under his control. Another box out apparently, but Robotov's unit's getting really confused here. What is happening? Now he does once again recommand them. The bottom outpost is very, very undefended for ProPro. If Robotov can get a better foothold on this map by locking down that bottom right with all those units, this might spell the end of the game for ProPro. We shall see, but it is 45 to 37 with ProPro not massively behind, but in terms of map control, where are all of his units? A lot of them are sitting here. Man, where are all of his units? Oh, they're all sitting right here in between. Those are all ferried units, and he is now pushing back down the bottom, so we will see another clash of unit armies. right here between ProPro and Robotov at the bottom right outpost on ProPro's side. But I think Robotov has a slight advantage here. Does he have any creeps incoming? No, he doesn't. So I don't see any on the map. The furthest ones or the closest ones are here, and that's only 2. So Robotov will not be able to take this outpost under his control anytime soon. But spamming that Mantis Strike and those bombs, but really low on health, will be taken down right now. No, gets back to that top outpost. ProPro did not get the finish. That is astounding to me. But ProPro will win the clash here at the bottom. Oh, and there you go. Does take Robotov down on his way out. No one taking that box right now. But the bot spawner's down for MrRobotov. Oh, does he have bot spawners down everywhere? Yeah. Oh, and the T-99's defending it front. So that's actually pretty massive. That's where all of his creeps are coming from. For some reason, didn't occur to me. But either way, ProPro going to be able to take this. No. Robotov is here with his bomber and finishes off that last creep before he gets in. Hilarity. And ProPro ahead, but again, not by a large amount. Robotov going to be able to grab that box and bring it back to his outpost. But ProPro sees one rebel and Robotov able to save it. Little things here and there. But let's see, 27-32. ProPro a little ahead. Again, not really a big deal. Okay, Robotov taking this top outpost under his control. That's a bigger deal. Will he be able to socket some bot spawners? And ProPro able to snipe one bot spawner. Will he be able to get the second one? No. Robotov. Oh, what was that? That was weird. He definitely could have saved it, but he transformed instead. That was really, really strange. I'm not really sure what the cause of that was, but producing more bot spawners. But right now, ProPro is threatening his top outpost. Will probably be lost. That is a huge, massive force for him. 30-38, so ProPro has 8 units of upkeep worth more out on the field, which is basically 2 Goliaths worth. Oh, and ProPro does a switch. What did he do? Oh, I guess he just command moded. Command moded? That's not a word. That's definitely an incorrect phrase there. But either way, Robotov bombing away, and ProPro with nothing to say about it. Only 1 ratchet in the area, and now the unit count the upkeep count has has evened out once again. But ProPro with a ton of creeps around this outpost, spreading them out to prevent Robotov from killing them all at once. And will he be able to take this outpost? Probably not, but it's very close. Oh, he does! He is able to get it, but that doesn't really mean too much unless he can produce out of it or defend it, and it goes right back down. ProPro scouting the bottom, trying to pick off whatever he can, 1 unit at a time. Every little bit counts, except if you do these ridiculous mashing of your armies, and everything just evens out naturally. We're coming up on 17 minutes in the game. Everyone is very, very high level, 12-13. Once you get into the post 15 levels, oh, and ProPro able to pin down and finish off Robotov right there. But yeah, once you get into the past level 15, the mech strength gets to be quite ridiculous, and that will be pretty much the end game. Dropping and hero hogging or whatnot, but seeing as there's no warthogs here, so ProPro actually does have a point in death ray at least. As we've seen, Robotov has Whirlwind, does not have any points in the ground speed, which might actually come in handy as that slowing pilot. But ProPro able to take back a couple of his units and save them. But there are huge forces for both players on both of their bottom outposts. The mid once again pretty much abandoned, although Robotov does have it under his control. Now producing a goalie out of it? I'm not sure. Oh no, he's producing goalie out of here right now. That's where he has it selected. ProPro does not have any outpost selected right now, so they are just... Okay, now he is coming to the... not coming, but he has Seekers coming at the top. But Robotov harassing, and he will get refunded those credits. Robotov still trying to keep it neutral, just trying to cause a lot of trouble for ProPro. Gonna be bunkering here? No. Oh, he's gonna be stacking creeps. Or, I'm not really sure. Okay, I guess he just mentioned he wants to take that top outpost under his control. He is way over his unit cap because he does not have that outpost right now. And there you go, he is able to retake it. But Robotov does scout this push coming, and those bombs are just completely devastating. Will ProPro be able to get the focus here? That's a lot of Blaster Guardians. And right now, Robotov going to be able to finish off the rest, I think. Just needs to land and slash or something like that. No, does not even. Oh, and what happened there? We have a DC. ProPro disconnects, and that was very, very even. Oh, he desynced. It says desync. Oh, man, that is very, very unfortunate. We will see about a remake. Stay tuned.
seconds left. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright guys, we are back with a remake of the desynced game of Bracket 7 between the red player in the upper left. This time we are on Chasm, and it will be between MrRobotov, again in the Beppo/Frank bomber, and his opponent, the bottom right player, the carbon player, ProProProPro, also in a Beppo Repair Guardian bomber. Didn't make anything, actually. Oh no, did he? Yeah, he did. He made 2 tanks and a flacker. Okay, for over here, because he's gonna start the mid fight. Man, there are so many variations of Chasm, and in my opinion, they're all better than the current Chasm, like by leaps and bounds. But anyway, ProProProPro with 2 AAs, 2 tanks, and a repair unit going down sometime soon. Does anybody remember the bomber bubble where it could attack across different elevations? That's insane. So like if units were on a bridge, you could be under, basically next to the bridge, and just basically kill all the units on the bridge without them really shooting back at you, because it was insane. Anyway, Robotov killing the initial creeps. ProPro doing the same thing with a little bit more risk, closer to the flacker. But both players are going to go. This is going to be a long game, guys. We got Bertha's on ProPro's side. Oh, only Archie's on Robotov's side. Let's see. What did he go? He went bombs and guardians. No experience. I don't know, like, if you're, like, dependent on the goalie Bertha thing, for me, I think experience is pretty dope. Especially because it'll help you get more abilities later. And Robotov not getting finished off by ProProProPro there. Wow, really close. It was really close. Right now, it's a very, very even unit composition for ProProProPro. Robotov going a little bit AA heavy. Oh, actually, ProPro going more AA heavy with 5 flackers down on the field and 4 flackers down on the field for Robotov, going to harass this top outpost. Did Robotov go bot spawners again? Yes, he did, but he doesn't have any out on the field. He has a couple of rebels stationed down here. ProPro chasing Robotov away. Oh, Robotov almost getting finished off and levels up. Didn't need the level up. I don't think he would have got hit again, but he did level up at a very opportune time. But now Robotov seeking something to harass. I'm not really sure why he didn't focus the rebel down. There you go. Going for the flacker, and Robotov actually... oh, this is dangerous for Robotov here. ProPro getting low on health, or on energy, so does recharge. Will start to... oh, he repositions the flacker. And this is actually a pretty interesting battle right here. Robotov getting followed by ProPro on the way back. Will ProPro be able to bomb him down? Does he have enough energy? No, he is getting... he takes protection in his own units. He takes refuge. Refuge was the word I was looking for. Takes refuge in his own units for protection with that fire aura and that... what's it called? Oh no, I guess the Iron 1 bomber or whatever the hell it's called has its own fire aura because it has because Robotov has 3 pets already. So right now Robotov just doing whatever scout he can. 32 to 22. ProPro actually really behind because of all the harassing that Robotov has done. And actually Robotov has a lot of units down here in Rebels. ProPro has not scouted it yet, and he is about to. There you go. He does see 2 flackers and a ton of rebels, while Robotov does more harassing at the top. Not really going to get him too far. 1 T99 there is actually kind of dangerous for for Robotov to do, just because that T99 is there. And will ProPro be able to take this back under his control? No. So Robotov will be able to freely attack here, continually producing more rebels and flackers down at that bottom left outpost. Might be able to do a push. Let's see. ProPro has a lot of rebels down here as well. I would love to see a Y push with enough flackers to deter any mech support. That would be very interesting. And right now ProPro harassing the top. MrRobotov also harassing top. This is quite a this is quite an interesting game. 1v1, guys. 1v1. But both players just trying to level up as much as they possibly can. Pro a little bit behind Robotov, but it's not game-breakingly or game-changingly. Is that even game-changingly? It's probably not, yeah. But anyway, it's not so bad that it'll change the outcome of the game. Probably not. ProPro, oh, dropping creeps right as Robotov comes to scout and harasses. Probably needs a few more AA units. He actually did have T99s, right? So he could probably socket like 2 T99s there, and that probably would have been enough. Corners, guys, corners. You got to defend corners. I don't know if you guys remember that, like cornering backs of tanks on outposts. Oh my god, such little things. But ProPro now attacking Robotov's fort. That sound is really annoying, but ProPro with no AA in his unit clump down here, and oh man, loses 1 rebel, not a huge deal. But yeah, no AA whatsoever. Robotov running out of energy. And will ProPro be able... let's see, there are 4 flackers here. I'm curious to know when that will actually not matter anymore. You know, like what level they need to get to, and they have just a bunch of repair guardians. So ProPro giving Robotov a taste of his own medicine with the... he was really complaining during the interim between the last game and the remade game now. Because, yeah, that's kind of scary. But right now, ProPro... harassing is the name of the game right now until you can hit level 7. Who can level up faster? Does it really matter? I think it does, because ProPro has Berthas in his loadout and Robotov does not. What is the difference? What is the big difference? The key difference is... Robotov has... bot spawners? ProPro also has bot spawners. Okay, Robotov has Archie. So, okay. So, instead of a low-level artillery, ProPro went with a high-level artillery, which is proving to be a good decision because no artillery is being made yet. So, Robotov's Archie is not actually paying any dividends early in the game that it should, in theory, because of the loadout difference. Although, obviously, he can't see that loadout difference right now. Robotov now socketing that T99. Again, corners, guys. Corners is very important. Even if you don't have the socket, I think it's probably... Well, I don't know. Against the Repair Guardian Bomber, it's pretty dangerous. But let's see. ProPro does not have any points in Manta Strike, whereas Robotov loves, as we've seen, loves harassing with that Manta Strike because it does give you that range and the ability to pick off units. That is a ton of flackers. Will Robotov do anything with it anytime soon? And if he does, what will he choose to do? Because ProPro has a very similar force that can be used at any time. And right now, both players are having a really hard time shutting down each of their, opponent's harass. And it does look like Robotov is going to be able to get the better of this exchange because he's losing energy not that fast and losing life, but he will be repaired by the Repair Guardian. And Robotov now, okay. Will he be able to regen anything? Yes, he is slowly regenerating health on the ground, and he's just going to continually harass. But ProPro not bringing any supplementary units right now, passing briefly over his outpost. And okay, will he be able to use this flacker to his advantage? And bam, MrRobotov going down over the chasm. But will it matter? Will it even matter? Right now, the game is so stagnant. Both players are basically at unit cap. And the game is very much even in several ways. Positionally, their unit armies are roughly in the same position, although this is down here and this is also down here instead of the counter position over there. Robotov grabbing hold of mid real quick. Will he at all attempt to hold and take control of it? Robotov producing even more bot spawners, while ProPro just scouting even more, not using his bombs or anything like that, but Robotov winning the harass game, I think. ProPro is on the defensive for the majority of this game, has been. But will he be able to get another kill on MrRobotov? And again, will it matter? I feel like it won't. And Robotov now retreating at the right time. He's going to be safe in that retreat. But ProPro, will he bunker? No, what is he doing? No, he's going to harass and try to take an outpost? I'm not really sure. Oh, Robotov getting himself killed! Wow, what the hell was that? There were 6 flackers here, so that was definitely too many flackers, and ProPro going to use this opportunity to try to take control of middle outpost. He really needs to support with his own mech fire, I think, or at least his own mech slashing, but he's actually producing from this middle outpost, producing rebels at a very quick rate. Well, at the standard rebel production rate. Robotov actually really low in health again and getting finished off. ProPro, will he be able to use the second opportunity, or are there just too many units over here for MrRobotov? If he can actually clear a couple of the flackers, he will be able to easily take out the rest with his bomber, and I think that's actually what's happening. Robotov now coming back to the fight, but he does not have enough units over here to really win the battle, I think. He might be able to neutralize the outpost with the bomber, but right now forced to pull back, and ProPro actually taking control of middle outpost using that reckless bombing death by MrRobotov, or from MrRobotov, to his advantage, and able to take out all of those units at mid and support it with his own. So now Robotov bombing and trying to bomb. I mean, ProPro probably just, and again gonna go down. Will ProPro use this again? Then just death after death after death, almost like near suicides by MrRobotov. A couple of harassing units going down. Will ProPro be able to finish off that T99? That's a really strong T99. Okay, does pull away or pull out of that harassment. Didn't really monitor it at all, which was kind of strange. But right now, Robotov, I'm not really sure if he knows what to do. He has a huge ass army, mostly flack. That's like half and half, actually, flackers and rebels. But ProPro obviously with the positional advantage, and Robotov cannot push across the bridge because when he eventually pushes, he will hit this unit cluster. He might be able to push around and go for the fort, but I'm not sure if he can actually even survive that. He does have enough flackers that will prevent ProPro from doing any bombing or any mech support for that whole push. But so if ProPro isn't bombing or trying to kill units during that time, he will be spending all that time and effort into mounting a defense. So either way, Robotov, it's really hard to make those decisions. And right now, Robotov pushing with a really small force instead of the rest of his units. And again, okay, so if Robotov decides to use all of his units, that also gives ProPro a window to use his own too. Does not take cover in his T99s, which is a little bit interesting to see. Robotov gonna get killed one more time by ProPro, and the rest of these T99s are almost definitely gonna go down to to a mech all alone without any contest from another mech over here, with a couple of units over here. And level 8 ProProProPro producing Rebels. Let's see, does he have any goalies or Berthas coming out? No, it doesn't even matter right now. He has 33 Rebels out on the field down here. He could probably even just use this to get a straight fort kill at this point. If he can support his flackers enough with his own mech fire, he'll probably be able to get that. I mean, that's a ton of firepower, and the weak corners on the fort take tons and tons of damage from Rebels. I'm not super caught up on the meta or anything, but I'm a little bit surprised to not see as many... Okay, right there, I was about to say Rebel corner drops, because the Rebels do so much damage to the corner for their cost. And you can ferry 4 of them. That's the thing. That's the major thing. You can ferry 4 at a higher level, so you can bring 1 for each corner. I don't know about in a bomber, but in the carry mech, that's for damn sure you can. I'm sure you can. There's no way. I mean, I haven't been 100% kept up on all the changes, but I highly, highly doubt that the Rebel has been increased in weight by that much. Although it might be an interesting way to balance it. ProProProPro 62-47 right now, has control of that middle outpost. Robotov clearing the bottom bridge. Very interested to see what he's planning for it. And ProPro is obviously aware that he has that unit force down there. He just needs to keep tabs on that bottom, outpost army. On Robotov now selling off his bot spawners to make more T99s. Interesting. I'm not really sure why. He's just really on the defensive, I guess, being forced to be on the defensive. But right now, ProPro just scouting, seeing whatever he can harass, decides to move out, probably does have these on capture command. And Robotov right now, just harassing. Has nothing coming out because he has hit unit cap. ProPro with his units did not decide to ferry. It's fine. I mean, Robotov's not in the air to defend. He's just harassing himself. Robotov killing bot spawners, which is valuable, but losing an outpost, or at least gaining one, ProProProPro, is definitely much more valuable. Robotov definitely sees that it has been neutralized on his minimap by now, and at this point it is way too late to react. ProProProPro has a pretty good foothold on it, has enough flackers in the area, and Robotov might... Okay, there you go. I think that the only chance Robotov has now is to set those on Y. There are enough flackers that ProPro can't really survive any sustained bombing runs. ProPro, and like I said, here comes the counter push. Where is this going to go? Where did MrRobotov send his? This is going to be really, really interesting. ProPro. Oh, he didn't even counter push. He mass selected so he could command mode them over here and clump them. Oh, and there you go. ProPro with it, outpost support, will be able to bomb a little bit, but all of his units defending right here, and this is going to be it. Oh, man, Manta Strike after Manta Strike. Units being blocked. Even with the flackers there is no way MrRobotov's units are going to be able to survive that push, and that's pretty much going to be it. That's not enough to get the finish on the fort for damn sure, and now ProPro is going to do a retreat to finish off the rest of these attacking units, which is very minor to begin with. He could probably just bomb them all down. There you go. And now we have a unit upkeep count of 21 versus 53. ProProProPro had his bottom left outpost neutralized, which is, again, not really a big deal because Robotov has such little map control. However, he has been able to take a foothold. Well, a foothold is not a real. He has been able to take control of mid right now. And what is he going to decide to produce out of it? He has enough credits to do something, and ProPro has tons of units. He just needs to focus MrRobotov down right there, and not able to get that kill, but gonna try to neutralize this outpost, and will easily be able to do it as a bomber. They do so much damage to an outpost, and a ton of ProPro's units are coming over here, and Robotov losing mid, forced to fly back. Where is his 27 units of upkeep? I guess here, all in flackers, a couple of T99s, no T99s there, has a couple of defensive T99s at the fort. I think this is way too much. This is way too much. I mean, unless he was really, really worried about rebel drops or something like that, and even then, that's still a lot right there. Robotov low on health, gonna get finished up one more time. ProProProPro basically has this game in the bag, just need to produce enough rebels or whatever the hell else he wants to do, and does transform. Oh, but weird there. I guess he ran out of energy, and Robotov would not have been, yeah, he would not have been able to finish that off. But ProPro, again, rebels and flackers, ton of them at mid. Where is Robotov's units? Oh, that's just a bunch of flackers. Okay. The flackers. Not really sure what that's gonna do. I mean, obviously you're really behind and it's kind of hopeless, but just flackers is strange. That's a strange choice. If anything, I would go just rebels and maybe a couple flackers and then mech fire to support. just to prevent the bomber from bombing. But yeah, I guess he just needs enough flackers so he can produce rebels, I guess. Is that probably the plan? But either way, ProProProPro moving out already. Okay, he is moving these on T, on capture. And he is now deciding to harass down here. These 3 rebels are definitely not going to be able to take down this T-99 on a socket with double fire rate, or 1.5 times fire rate. I forget what we landed on. I forget what the end is. But ProPro going to be able to take out this top outpost, get a fair surround, but MrRobotov, gets killed one more time by ProProProPro in the air, and that's probably going to be it, folks. I don't see anything else happening here. 32 to 49. It's not a massive upkeep advantage, but it's still pretty, like, it's enough. It's enough, especially at this level of the game. ProPro is not going to let this drop. He just needs to, to clean up. Basically, he just needs to clean up, produce a couple flackers, produce a couple rebels, and Robotov will not be able to harass and just pick away the way that he did at the beginning. So right now, Robotov just spam. Oh, look at that! That Mantis into Whirlwind. That looked pretty cool, didn't it, guys? That looked pretty cool. And ProProProPro. Yikes. Okay. The top outpost is completely clear. There's nothing here, which is hilarious. Robotov has all of his units. Oh, he's producing now at his fort? I mean, okay. Interesting. But ProPro with a couple rebels. I don't know why he's trying to harass that with rebels. It's to mantis them. Okay, there you go. And Robotov saves that. He does realize the harass is coming. So maybe we want to switch to tanks and flackers now. There you go. ProPro pulling out a Goliath. Not pulling out, but producing a Goliath now. And Robotov just baffled as to what to do at this point. This is kind of the AirMech endgame, guys, where you're sort of like, I can't finish the guy off yet, but all I have to do is wait build time-wise for all the rest of my units, and we're probably going to be fine. ProPro just scouts the fort, does see that there is stuff there, so he can't just do a direct, reckless push-in. Actually has not taken control of the top outpost right here, which is kind of interesting. Okay, now his creeps do. Does he have bot spawners? He has bot spawners. Oh no, he does not have bot spawners here. He has some at the fort. Okay, he's fully socketed at the fort, and he's now chasing Robotov down and not getting the finish there. Too close to all those flackers. Very, very dangerous. Okay, so this is the this is the point of the game where you're like, mechs are too strong because we can't finish the game. I understand people's complaints. But mechs are part of the fun of the game. Like, they're, being an awesome, strong mech. Like, see, people get too, tunnel visioned into balance. You have to realize how the game will feel, how it will play, and the typical standard way to play the game, or, the normal game movements and practices, you sort of have to throw that out of the window because you really just need to think, like, yes, this is taking forever to end. We're almost at 20 minutes of the game right now. But mechs being awesomely strong is really fun, and that's part of the awesomeness of the game. We just need to find a little sweet spot and maybe a couple of extra mechanics around this ridiculousness. Maybe we need ways to boost build time, stuff like that. I really, really, really would love to see more outpost types so we can have different outpost benefits, more extreme ways, more extreme one or the other, because all of them right now are kind of just like, they all give you upkeep, they all give you credits. Sure, there's slight variations, like there's a little bit of credits here, little less credit here, but you get more upkeep with a power station, whatever. The factory gives build time, that's our build speed, which is very interesting. The kind of crazy thing is, lots of maps start you out with it, so you don't really feel the difference. It's relative. It's very relative, and once you lose them, maybe you'll feel it, but you start, like, for example, on Chasm, you start with a factory. So it's like, your experience on Chasm will be always the same exact thing. So, I really would love to see more extensive, expansive maps where you actually have to choose your outpost benefits. And this is what happens when the game gets kind of stale and stagnant. I start ranting about my gameplay preferences and the future of the mechanics and stuff like that. Oh man. Okay, but MrRobotov is still surviving, but it's just ProProProPro building up his army right here. He has 2 Goliaths down on the field, accompanied by enough flackers to protect as long as he's hovering at mid, trying to keep this outpost neutral. It is further. I'd like to see him replace these T-99s with bot spawners. There's only one bot spawner there because Robotov cannot really harass the way that he has before, because ProPro has a lot of map control. He has too much map vision in his units, and yeah. So now finally moving out. I guess he's moving him out on T. And there's a couple rebels, yeah. So he really just wants to take that top outpost, because I don't think he thinks, and I'm pretty sure he can't anyway. I don't think he thinks he can get the finish. Oh, he just. Oh, are these units just confused, or did he? No, he did not change their command. They're just really confused and really slow, trying to navigate around this corner here. Not doing that great of a job. Double wide ramps, guys. Double wide ramps. Everybody needs to start using double wide ramps everywhere just because of this ridiculousness. Well, also the pathing probably could use it. But, oh, holy crap, I didn't really realize how many units, or how many Goliaths Robotov had down there, and that might actually be a little bit troublesome for ProPro to deal with. And he is probably moving them out on, probably T, probably capture. I'm guessing this is going to go to mid. Is it? Is it? Okay, which way they're going to turn? They're turning, which way? And Robotov actually real on health. He really needs to support his units. Do not die. Do not die. Use units to distract, not your own self. And they are actually on Y, so they're going to go across the bridge. ProPro at level 13. This amount of flaggers might not actually be enough to bother him enough to prevent him from bombing down those Goliaths. So does ProPro know that they are going across the bottom bridge? He does. He is going to start to defend here. Oh. Oh. Okay. But they're on Y. They're going to go straight here, right? I think Robotov needs to path around. Did he get himself killed again trying to harass a Goliath? Okay, so this outpost is pretty fortified. These units are dead. They're going to die right about here. Especially, look at this. Look at that. That's craziness right there. Look at this ramp right there. Oh, man. They're all just going to get slaughtered. ProPro now does see it coming. And plus the bombing, plus the 3 repair guardians, plus the Beppo, he will probably be fine against the, what, like 7 flackers over here? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9 flackers. That's a lot of flackers, but still, he'll probably be, you know, he'll probably be fine. Oh, Robotov now using command mode to switch their path. And this is exactly what he needs to do, I think. He's probably going to go to the back of mid or around to the fort. If he can actually avoid this unit cluster from ProPro to get to the fort, he will be in good shape. I mean, not, you know, compared to what he is at now. And what's happening? ProPro ferrying back. Did he switch them to T to go to this part of the post? Because I don't think that's how it works. Maybe he just command moded them to right here. And ProPro actually moving his units as well. This outpost will probably go down to neutral once the... No, ProPro dropping too many distraction units, and this is going to be probably the last that we're going to see of this large MrRobotov army. And it does look like ProPro will probably eventually... Oh god, I don't even want to speculate anymore. I'm not really sure why this game is going on as long as it has. I would like to just see Rebel drops and harass, just finish off. Picking off the fort is probably... Honestly, like, people think dropping is cheap. It's not that bad. It's not that cheap. Like, it's not, like... I think it's a legitimate way to win the game. And I'm... Whoa. What? Okay. They were just both paused? Oh! And was that a desync or was that a forfeit? Okay, so MrRobotov, I think, yeah, he left the game. There you go. And, oh, man. So, ProPro taking this game. I think Robotov did forfeit. There you go. So, guys, stay tuned for the next video.